Well, at last, here I am. Third time is a charm, as they say. Oh, the internet it must feel like I feel. So nobody's here as yet. They're probably wondering where on earth I've been because it's 12 minutes past. Hi, Nathan. My internet has been playing silly buggers. Wouldn't let me on at all. I look like the wreck of the Esperus because I've had my cuddly on all day and I took it off over my head, so it's just played havoc with my hair. I'm finally warm. I've been cold and I've been shivering all day. Yeah, third time was the charm this time. I think I'm getting the flu or something. Nobody else was cold and it wasn't that cold, but I could not stop shivering. It was just like shaking. The whole body was shaking. I was so cold. Hi, Trudy. Yeah, I had to turn the computer on and off again and start it up again to get it to. And this time it worked after I'd turned it off and then turned it on again. So I don't know what was wrong, why it wouldn't connect the first time. It just wasn't having any of it. So I tried it once, tried it twice, and then this was the third time after I'd turned everything off, started it all up again, and here we are. God, now I've gotten hot now. I've actually took my cuddly off. My cuddly's, oh, you can't see it, can you? I've had my cuddly on all day because I was so cold. Oh, it was ridiculous, really. The fire's lit. The fire's burning away there somewhere. Oh, you can't see it for the table, but it's burning away in the background there. Oh, I plugged my light in and that's not working, is it? Oh, what the heck's happening here? Oh, that's because I've plugged the wrong plug in. You silly Billy. It won't work, will it, if it's put the wrong plug in? I don't know what I plugged in, but I didn't plug this in. Oh, goodness, now I can't plug it in. Oh, it's not a good day today. I'm not having one of my better moments, am I? Well, I've got 12 people in and only 4 thumbs up, so 8 people are not putting the thumbs up. Yeah. Hi, Munchkin. Hi, Craftnik Soul. Oh, dear. Oh, I've got 5 thumbs up now. They're creeping up, yeah. You had a nice cool day after a hot week. Well, we've had it absolutely throwing it down most of the week. It's thrown it down. It's been cold. It's been windy. It's been, when is this going to be spring? It's March, isn't it? It's March the 2nd. Come on, weather. Start to improve. When does spring officially start? Or is it supposed to have started? Oh, you're lurking for a bit, right? Okay, Connie, yeah. Hi, Kate. Greetings from Poland. Greetings back to you from rainy, horrible Fleetwood. Oh, dear. Yeah, I've just took 2 pills, so I nod off. You'll have to wake me up. Oh, God. Tomorrow's a new date. Better be. Hi, Christine. Yeah, it will get better. If it stopped raining, that would be a bonus. We'll be having webbed feet in a bit, you know. We'll be quacking and have webbed feet if it gets anywhere. So I've got my Frida Kahlo mug today. Oh, what about poor Iris Apfel? Man, she was 102, wasn't she? I was just saying to my friend that I hope that they put her clothes on display in kind of like an exhibition. You know, I hope the family just don't sell them off or something, you know, because she wore some fantastic outfits and the glasses alone. You know, her glasses. She had such a collection that she wore different great big owl glasses. They were kind of like a trademark, weren't they? Oh my goodness, have I got to wait that long? I've got to wait 21 more days for my hand, haven't I? Oh, it's been killing me today. It's been freezing, throbbing. Oh, I can't. The 22nd, is my op, yeah. Oh, so 20 more days, yeah. Oh, can't wait. I just hope it's a success because my fingers are more or less dead and there's no guarantee. If you have anything wrong with your hands, ladies and gentlemen, will you go and see a specialist and don't leave it too late like I did? Because he said to me, I cannot guarantee that I can fix it because you've left it so long, you've got nerve damage, which is why I've got a dead 3 fingers. Ah, great, isn't it? Just what a crochet needs. I know it's my left hand, yeah. It was snowing in Birmingham. Oh, thank God it wasn't snowing here. Oh, I just want to not have to think, what can I wear that's warm, rather than what do I want to wear, yeah? You know, when you go in your wardrobe, and it's not a question of picking something out you want to wear, it's a question of, will I be warm enough if I wear that? It limits your choices, really, it does. Luckily, I've got a great selection of cardigans and sweaters, but that's not the point, you know. I'd like to wear something where I didn't have to cover it all up with a big sweater or a cardigan, yeah. Oh, you're craving some sun? Well, we are here, Kate. We haven't got any, so I can't send you any. You have to wait for the Americans to come on to get some sun. They keep saying, oh my God, it's so warm. Oh my God, it's so hot. And we're like, yeah, okay. Shiver, shiver. Oh dear. I've got one friend in America and she keeps saying, oh, I'd love to come and live in England. I said, really? Really? I said, maybe you've only been when it's been summer. And maybe it was actually sunny when you came. But that must have been the small percentage of time in the summer when we had some sun. Do you know, I think over the last 3 years, I can count the sunny days on, well, in a fortnight, really. We do not have much sun here at all. We might as well be in, where is it, that country where they have 6 months of darkness? Yeah. I watch Elise Bush. She's in Denmark, and she was saying that, you know, it goes dark really early there. And she's a bit fed up because it's winter, 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 and more winter. Yeah, it could be Iceland, yeah, could be. Feel like I'm there at the minute, yeah. Oh dear. Two weeks without, yeah, you must live in Fleetwood, Kate. We regularly have 2 weeks without sun. We don't often have 2 weeks without rain, but, you know, occasionally we have a week without rain. It's not sunny, but it's not raining, which is a bonus, yeah. Oh, this weather's dreadful. It's depressing. As I say, I was shaking and shivering. I don't think it was the cold, though. I think I'm coming down with flu or something because I keep sneezing and coughing. Yeah. You know, when you keep thinking, is it time for bed yet? Which is not like me at all. I'm a night owl. And I keep thinking, is it time to go to bed yet? Get the hot, you know, hot water bottle, you know, get cozy. Oh, that's why I've had the cuddly on. I hardly ever wear the cuddly because it's usually too warm. Not today. Come on, come on, come on. Thumbs in the air, please. I've got 27 people and I've only got 11 thumbs. Don't ask a lot, do I? Don't ask a lot. You were travelling by electric scooter to work and every day was drizzling, yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I could do with a small glass of spirits, but the trouble is I've just had 2 painkillers, so I might nod off if I do that. I might not be with you very long. I might be snoring. You might have to send somebody to ring me to wake me up. Trouble is, I don't think anybody hardly got my phone number. When I lived in Prestwich, a few people had my number, yeah. Yeah, painkillers and drink don't mix, do they? How's your blister, Nathan? Nathan's got a blister on his foot. That's not too much information. Oh dear. I don't know. What we're going to do with you, Nathan? Same as me. Put you in a bag and shake you up, my mother used to say. See what comes out the other end. Oh, here we go. 2 painkillers and she's away. Yeah. I think Val's got my phone number if she comes on. If I nod off, she can phone me. She's probably the only one that can. Oh dear. I've turned the Facebook off as well, so you can't ring me on Facebook. I had to turn everything off to get this thing to come on and, to work. I haven't done any knitting or anything since Wednesday. Did a little bit at knit club, since then nothing. You can tell that's not me because I do not sit and just look at TV, look at videos, look at YouTube. I don't do that. Yeah. Yeah, you need to do another soak. That'll teach you to do too much walking. I wish I knew, Munchkin. I wish I knew. Mine are not as bad at the moment, but they were dreadful last year. Every time I got in bed, they were jumping about, jump, 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 and itching and jumping. I don't think there are, well, apart from drugs from the doctors, which I don't think I want to take, but I don't know what there are any more cures. Anybody got any good ideas for Munchkin? Well, they do for me as well when I get restless legs. As I say, touch wood. Yeah. No, you were a bit of a numpty, weren't you? Come on, Nathan. Anybody who gets blisters would have stopped. You need to get some padded insoles or, something like that. So you're not actually, it could be your trainers. You could be rubbing up and rubbing your feet, could be moving inside your trainers. That's making that happen. Yeah. If you've got your trainers on. I know my ex-husband, when he took up a bit of jogging, he just used ordinary trainers, which is a no-no, and he got terrible blisters because they weren't the right fit, for jogging and running. So they would just move, 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 move. Hello, who've I got coming in? Hello, Trixie. What are you doing, little girl? No, there's nothing for you to eat. Oh, that was her snoring, by the way. What are you doing, Trix? She's sniffing all round underneath my feet, thinking I've dropped something, but I haven't. Trixie, I haven't got anything. There's nothing here. You might as well just go back upstairs again with Mummy. There's nothing here. I haven't got any food. There's nothing. Off you go. Go on, back to Mummy. Mummy wants you. Your Mummy wants you. Off you go. No. Come on. No, come on. Back to your mum. Come on. Off you go, Trix. Off you go. I'm wearing my top thingy. It could have done with being a bit bigger, actually, but never mind. Oh, she's back. Trixie, what do you want? Go on, off you go. Off you go to your mummy. You want a wee? Hang on a minute. Do you need a wee? Is that what you want? Do you need a wee? Come on then. Come on if you need a wee. Come on. Ian? Trixie's gone out for a poo and I'm on my live, so I can't hang about waiting for her. Sorry about that, she needed the loo. Oh. Oh. Yeah, everything for blisters and that. They sell blister plasters and things, don't they? But they're quite expensive, aren't they? I've just told my son I've put Trixie outside, so I can't. She wanders around the garden for half an hour. I can't stay there while she comes back in again. Yeah. Oh. He'll come down and let her in again. Oh, I'm puffed out now. Even just taking her to the back door. She's a bit, if you don't catch her when she needs to go out, she'll do it in the house. So. I'll just see my son. Well, she has to go out and then she's wandered all up the back garden. Oh, I just told him where she'd gone. If you keep bathing it, Nathan, it'll sort itself out. I don't think it's amputation yet, I think you might as well be keeping your leg, yeah. Although I was watching Kayla Mama, as she called. She's had another finger amputated. I keep thinking, God, in my finger. This one was purple this morning. And I'm thinking, oh my God. Hope I'm not losing sensation in my fingers. I don't want them amputated. Because you can with diabetes, it's quite a known thing, that you can have your fingers amputated with that. Just call you Peggy. Why? Peg leggy, you mean? Jake the Peg with his wooden leg, yeah. Oh, we shouldn't joke, should we? I'm not joking about my fingers. Absolutely. Those three are dead and throbbing like mad. You can't believe how much pain I've got in 3 fingers. The thumb was the worst. Oh, she's here again. Rosie, your daddy's gone outside. Go for your daddy. Now Rosie's come down.
What we do? Dogs.
Oh, it's like a tag team. Yeah, she's got Raynaud's and scleroderma or something. She's had all the fingers on one hand amputated. She's only got a thumb. And then on the other hand now, she's only got a thumb and a little finger now. She still manages to crochet, though. She just had it amputated again today, her middle finger. She had it amputated today because it was dead. It's a bit worrying, isn't it, Oh. Purple's good, black's not. That wasn't a racist comment, by the way. We're talking about black, the colour for toes. Yeah. Yeah, I keep pressing my fingers hoping that I get a bit of life left, and pushing the blood up to the end of them, which I don't know whether I should be pushing it up or pulling it down. I don't know. I don't know which way you're supposed to massage them. I'll do it both ways just in case. It's like permanent pins and needles plus something going. And every now and again it goes like a bolt of lightning up my fingers. Oh, I'll be glad when 20 days is over. I just hope that the operation works and I'm not stuck like this. This hand was a joy, but I didn't wait as long. I kept saying this was Raynaud's, this was the other, this was my diabetes. And I got told off by the specialist when I finally got there for leaving it too long. So if you've got any weirdy fingers and that, just get them seen to. That's all I'll say to you. Don't leave it too long. Well, you said it, Nathan. I wasn't going to call you a prat. Oh, God, the dog's back again. Trixie? What? You've been out, you've had a poo, there's nothing to eat. What do you want? It's a bloody big pain in the ear hole. What? What do you want, Trixie? She's sat in front of the fire now. You're a pain, aren't you? A pain. Well, she laid down in front of the fire, left the door open. Any bit of warmth I had before and I'd be flying out. Oh, dearie me, Claire, that's sad. 4 of my family members and a chihuahua. I don't know. Yeah, the lady losing her fit. She's remarkably cheerful, surprisingly enough. I don't think I would be if I'd lost all my fingers. Oh, this dog's driving me nuts. She's always the wrong side of a flipping door. She's letting all the heat out now. I've just got the place warm and now she's letting the heat out. Trixie, I'll leave it open a little bit so you can get out, right? Ooh, she's giving me the side eye now. You know when dogs give you the side eye? That's what she's doing, yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is a French bulldog. She's a stubborn little custard, yeah. But chihuahuas, oh, I love chihuahuas, yeah. I lost a chihuahua, not my own, the one I used to doggy daycare. I miss that little soul. He was my little companion. He sat on many a live, didn't he? Sat on many a video. Everybody was like, where's Gigi? Where's Gigi? Oh, come. Can't lift this thing up. You need a forklift truck. She weighs a ton. Hey. I'm going to console myself with a chocolate. It's a chocolate truffle. Shouldn't be having it. Diabetic, shouldn't be having it, but I've eaten hardly anything all day. Probably rocket my sugars up to top level. Hi, Jane. I'm having a chocolate, Jane. You have to excuse me. Gigi was the same. I had my own dog who was a boxer cross with a staffy. My son had a Rottweiler and a Rottweiler cross. So sometimes I would have 4 dogs, 3 big ones and the little one. Gigi was not scared of them at all. He would go up to each and every one of them and he would sleep with them. Gigi's owner used to be, oh my God, the big dogs will eat him. I said, they won't. If anything, Gigi ruled the roost. Yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing, Trixie? Do you want to come up and say hello to everybody? If I can bear to lift you. What do you want, little girl? Come here. Let me lift you up. Come here. Oh, come here, girl. Come here. Two-ton Tassie. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. No, she won't let me. Well, do what you're going to do then. Just sit where you're going to sit. Do you want to sit on my chair? Sit on my chair. But stop messing. This is going to be a... This is going to be a video and a half. I think she's gone. Oh, shut the door. Let's try again. Oh, you've had a week and all, and it's Sammy's fault. I've had a week and all, Jane. So's Claire. So's Nathan. Anybody else had a terrible week? It must be something in the stars or whatever. Is it the moon or the stars that are aligning wrong or something like that? Maybe I should have looked at my horoscope, looked at my tarot or something, to see what it's, what the gods have decided they're against us. Hi, Sina. Yeah, any day above ground, you're right. It's a good day, yeah. We're all having terrible weeks, though, when everything's going wrong. Well, never mind. As Nathan said before, tomorrow is another day. Have you had a bad week as well, crafting it so? Oh, my God. Yeah. It's turning into the gods will align tonight, isn't it? Let's hope next week the sun or the moon is in a different whatever it goes in. I'm not very astrology minded, but if the moon goes in a different whatever trine, that's what I'm thinking of. See, I do sometimes listen to horoscopes, even though I don't believe them. But if the moon goes in a different trine, then maybe it will improve, yeah. Yeah, we're all hoping for a better week next week, crafting it so, yeah. I'm hoping that the sun might actually show its little face instead of lurking behind the rain. We should have had many, many rainbows this week if there had been any sun. I don't know which part of the hemisphere it shines on. It doesn't shine on this one. I haven't heard of many places having a drought this year. Normally all the news is full of some, drought and people can't grow their crops and stuff like that. I haven't heard that this year. I know it's only just started, but, normally it's like, oh, they can't grow anything. They haven't had rain forever and a day and all that. And I've not heard anything this year. I think we're all having rain. Snow. We don't get snow here very, very often because we're too close to the sea, apparently, here. Yeah, you're right. Roll on next week, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll get round to my knitting. Maybe I'll do a little bit. I did more last Saturday, didn't I, when I was on here than what I've done all week. I just cannot get stuck into my crocheting or my knitting because my fingers start to throb and then I have to put it down because I can't feel what I'm doing. So, I don't know. Looking at my calendar. Yeah, you're right, Jane. We want a Monday and a new week with no problems in it. Nathan wants his feet to heal up. I want my hands to work, which is, not going to happen. But we can hope. I want this flu, whatever it is, to go away because I'm sick of shivering, coughing, sneezing. Even in bed with a duvet and a cover over me and my hot water bottle thing, I'm freezing. And it's just not me at all. I mean, I do feel the cold really badly, but I'm not that bad. So I'm sure I'm coming down with something. And I ache. When you're getting the flu or something and you hurt, every muscle hurts all over, yeah. Oh, I don't want that 100-day cough thing. My friend's had pneumonia for a fortnight. She's not been out the door. Not seen her for 2 weeks. She's been on antibiotics, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you want Sammy to stay away. Just change the lock, Jane, and don't give him a key. You might get the hint. If he knocks on the door, hide. Pretend you're out. Like you do when the rent man comes and you haven't got the money. Also, I believe. I've never had to do that, but I know plenty of my friends used to when they were kids. They had to be quiet and hide behind the sofa with their mum So whoever was knocking on the door would think they were out, yeah. Man, in the good old days, if they'd have tried the door, they'd have actually come in because nobody ever locked the doors, did they, back in the day? So it was a bit futile, really, if you were hiding from the rent man or the insurance man or whatever man. Fortunately, I never had to do that. My mum always had the money to pay anybody, yeah. So I never had to dodge behind somewhere. Yeah. Go and sit in the craft room, that's right. Stick your earbuds in and listen to some music and pretend you don't hear him. Man, if he's got a key, he'll just come in anyway. Oh, dear. I've been watching YouTube again all day. I love people watching, so I've been watching those videos where, they do street scenes. They do them in Milan, they do them in Paris. I even watched a walk around London, around Mayfair and that, looking at all the big houses and everything. It's just nice to watch something different rather than watch something stupid, And there's only so many crafting videos you can watch, isn't there, Oh, she's the one who's had pneumonia. A gas boiler seems to be fixed, but she's still got a leaking roof in 2 places. It's not her actual roof, it's a conservatory roof, the glass roof that's letting water in 2 places. But a gas boiler seems to be fixed. But she's had pneumonia for the last 2 weeks. She's on antibiotics from the doctor. So she's not been out with me and Sarah. Yeah. Well, we went to the cafe on Thursday, yeah. Freezing cold it was. I wasn't feeling well there. I knew I must have been coming down with something because I didn't want my breakfast, which is rare because I hadn't had anything to eat. And it was kind of lunchtime when I was having my breakfast, but I had to leave it. I just wasn't eating it. And this gag of busload of kids coming. They were well behaved, but they took up all the spaces. They were just laughing and giggling. And they came. Oh, there was a whistle. What whistle? We were whistling at, Nathan. I haven't seen anybody with a whistle. Anyway, they all came in and they were all sat there eating the fish and chips and pushing each other off chairs and everything. They weren't that bad, though. But the teacher had a lanyard round his neck, and my friend Googled it. She said, oh, they're from your neck of the woods. They're all from Manchester. Who do you want to whistle, Nathan? There's nobody on here. Are you seeing things? Nathan's having hallucinations from his blister. It should be me who's having hallucinations from me. Oh, I didn't see them. Did anybody else see Puke Bay or whatever? I didn't see them. They didn't appear on my screen, Nathan. You're just the lucky one that got them. If they come back again, Nathan, you can get rid of them. No, it didn't come up at all. I didn't even see it. You hid it, yeah. Well, hide it again if they come on, especially if they were being rude. We don't want anybody being rude on here. We're having a bad enough week as it is without anybody coming on being rude and silly. Oh, I got a religious nutter on my comments on YouTube. I had to get rid of them. I don't mind anybody being religious, but, when they give you like that much text, I thought, no. So they had to go. They banned. I mean, why do they have to? By all means, if they believe in it, but don't come and preach to people who don't want to basically know, It's, they're not disciples, are they? You know what I mean? Not like 1.5 inches or 2 inches of prose on a blooming crochet channel. So they've They've gone. We'll see if they come back. At least it's better than what I used to get. I used to get the other kind, you know, the naughty kind, yeah. But you can put words to ban on. You can put words to ban on your YouTube, yeah. Oh God, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Christine. I don't like any. It's, to me, this is a friendly channel. People have their own beliefs. I understand that. We have different races, we have different colours, we have different thoughts, we have different politics, and we have different sexualities on here. And I don't like anything that would make anybody feel uncomfortable, if you know what I mean. I don't want anybody spouting off about any of those things. You know, it was like when they talk about the US politics and things like that. I say, look, I'm in England, I'm British, I don't understand anything to do with it. So please don't ask me for opinions. I don't give opinions about the politics in our country, you know, my country. Well, not mine particularly, but our country. Because I don't understand it. So I'm not going to start spouting off stuff. And it makes other people feel uncomfortable, doesn't it? If somebody comes on and starts saying, I hate this, I hate that, I hate the other, all these kind of people should be shot, you know, and all that sort of stuff. No, I don't want it. So it has to go, yeah. Hi, Mimi. So if anybody comes on like that, this is why we have the whistle. We go, by the God. I just want it to be a happy, friendly Saturday conversation where nobody gets upset and there's no kind of aggro, nobody calling each other names like there is on some. I mean, to be honest, I stopped going on some things, yeah. Because I didn't like all this backbiting and calling people names and different things, you know, and you're thinking, oh my God, if I leave, they'll be calling me, you know. This is the way I viewed it, yeah. You keep yourself to yourself. You do that, craft knit, so yeah. To be honest with you, we don't care on here, love. You can be whatever you can be. You could identify as a cat or a dog or anything on here, and we don't care. We're not bothered. What sounded like, what was she called? That comedian. I'm not bothered. Nathan will know who I'm talking about. Every time somebody said to her something to her, she'd go, I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered. Oh dear. She used to be mostly dressed as a schoolgirl when she said that. Yeah. So, no, we don't have any of that. Yeah. So what is everybody crafting? I'm doing absolutely nothing this week, hardly at all. About 6 rows I've knitted this week, so that won't exactly go very far with a sleeve, will it? I hope you're all progressing a bit better than me. I hope you're all finishing things off and stitching things up and crocheting things and knitting things, and you're all doing much better than I am. Oh dear. Catherine Tate, that's it. I'm a bothered. Hi Shad, you're lucky I've had me what do you call it? Me cuddly on. So you wouldn't have been able to see anything. It's just like a tie, really. It's just a knot of beads. All beads. Just a knot today. Just plain. It's been hiding underneath my cuddly all day. I thought, oh, Shad will come on and I'll have to strip off to get me cuddly over my head. That's why my hair's such a mess today. I had to take me cuddly straight over my head, yeah. So, and I did that just before I came on. Well, before I tried to come on. 3 goes. 4 pairs of gloves and 4 hats this week. You've got my creativity, craft knit so, because it's not in this house, I tell you. Val from Knit Club, she comes on as Eric, you may know her. She's been making like shopping bag things out of old denim jeans in bright colours. So she's actually sold, I think it's 4 bags this week, 3 or 4 bags. making me feel extremely lazy because all I have done, all I've knitted this week is that. That bit at the bottom is intentional. It's the split for the cuff. Yeah, just in case you're thinking I've gone wrong. So I'll try. I'll try to do a couple of rows, yeah. Yeah, everybody's been busy but me. Everybody's busy but me. I'm just, I don't know, I can't get going. It's because of my hands. It's annoying me, my hand. Right, I need to find my row counter because, oh, what's going on? What is going on? I need my little row counter. There it is. My little green frog, as I call it. Oh dear. When I'm in the mood, I have crocheted a few hats in a week, but not knitted them. Unless I was doing my whirly. Oh, hi, Ethan. Sorry, I didn't see you sneak in then. The buttons have arrived anyway, the buttons for this top thing. These are silver on here, I think, but I've got gold. Well, not proper gold, but gold coloured. Yeah. Oh, I'm actually got warm now. I think it's probably the coffee and my tablets, yeah. So I've got warm. Oh dear. Still not heard from Kaz. I meant to send her a message and I forgot. Meant to send her a Facebook message to see if she was okay. But I forgot. Not surprising this last week. My head's not been where it should be. I'm hoping she's all right and she's not gone off as well. We'll see if we get Chris this week. He was busy the other week, so that's why we didn't see him. Just going to pour myself an orange juice. Oh. You have to make... Oh, I forget the list, Mimi. How do you remember the list? You know, you make a list and you forget it. I make lists everywhere and forget them. I wrote one here, but I have done that one, though. I've ordered them. I needed to order a waterproof thing, you know, to go around, and some pull-on bras. Pull-on, because I can't do hoops and eyes when I've had me up. So I've got them ready now. They're here already now. I'm ready prepared. You take a list round with you. Do you have it on your around your neck on a string, Mimi? That's where I needs to be. I need a little blackboard, you know, written so I can write on it in chalk or something, hanging around my neck. I go in the kitchen and I forgot what I've gone for. Oh, it won't quite fit in my glass. Got a little bit left, it won't fit in. Cheers. An hour a day to list work. I don't like work. It's never high on my priority. Quentin Crisp, if you remember him, the naked civil servant, he said dust never grows any higher than a half an inch, no matter how long you leave it. So I belong to the Quentin Crisp School of Cleaning. If I can't see the dust, it's not there. If it's only a little, you know, it's not there. Don't see it. Now, if you've got anything with black glass, you might as well never bother dusting it, because as soon as you dust it, it comes straight back again, doesn't it? It's like static. Oh, it's fatal going in a room, yeah. You feel better when you've done your hour. Oh, I did the bathroom last weekend, and I bought a new shower mat. But it needs new vinyl. It's got black, like quarry tiles, and they're cracked and all the grouts come out of them. So it doesn't matter how much you scrub, it never looks clean, you know. But it's such a small job that, to get somebody in to do it, they'd probably charge you a fortune just because it's a small job. Hiya, Lydia. My whole bathroom, you can touch both sides when you stand like that. It's that small. But it needs new flooring. It'd stay better that way. It looks dirty all the time. With the white groutings come out, so it's like dark brown, horrible stuff in the grouting. It's not nice looking, and it's got cracks in all the tiles now. So it needs doing badly. But it's all money, isn't it? Yeah. The tiles will have to come up. They'll have to put some resin down, and then they'll have to put the flooring down, yeah. Yeah, the bathroom isn't so bad. It's the floor. Floor never looks clean. No matter what I do, it does not look clean. Because if you start scrubbing it, you scrub even more of the grout out. So then it looks even more horrible. Yeah. Yeah, dust if you must. Yes. There's a poem, isn't there, about that called Dust If You Must. But wouldn't it be better to do something else or write a letter? I forget what it goes like. But it's a famous poem called Dust If You Must. You dust when you can write your name in it, don't you? Yeah, that poem's on a kin with that one, when I'm old, I'll wear purple and all that, yeah. On a kin with that. Yeah, it could be a good half-inch by then, yeah. If you can write your name in it, maybe give it a dust. Oh, excuse me. If it's not half an inch, don't bother you. Hi, Val. I couldn't get on tonight. It took me 3 goes to get on. My internet were playing silly buggers, yeah. Or silly beggars, as I should say, before I get a YouTube against my name. I'm trying to do a bit of knitting, Eric, but Eric, I've got me calling you Eric now. Val, but my fingers are a bit dead. Oh dear. We're just saying we've all had a week and a half this week. It's not been a good one. We're hoping for a better one next week. My fingers have already gone deader than dead, and I've only done a row and a half. It's not going well tonight. It's not going well. Lots of people's landlines have been off, yeah. I could get, me emails, and I could get Facebook. But every time I tried to link up to YouTube, it just kept going round and round, the circle of nothing. So I had to switch everything off and switch it all back on again. And eventually, the 3rd time, I got back on it again. So, and then we had Trixie coming in, and she wanted letting out, so I had to go and let her out. Oh. You had a big rainstorm. We had rain. We didn't lose the power, though, but we did have rain. In fact, we've had rain today. What a joy. Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. And when the other day comes, go away then. I don't think that's the right word. Oh, this is not going to get done. It's hurting, hurting, hurting. I hate whinging, but it's hurting. Still, I've done 2 rows. Well, I will have when I finish this one. They keep saying Britain's going to get a big snowstorm, but I don't think we'll get it here. We don't really get much snow here. We're too near the coast, too near the sea. We get everything else, but no snow. Oh dear, no, I can't do this. It's going to have to go back in the bag. Thought maybe I had a chance. Miso, whatever that is, miso. I hope it's a nice greeting. Oh dear. No, this row is now officially finished. So that's the end of that. I did 2 rows, didn't I? But my fingers are killing me. Oh dear. The trouble with not being able to knit and crochet is I keep going on the internet and ordering stuff I don't need. I don't mean wool or anything like that. Nothing exciting. Just stupid things I keep ordering. Silly things you don't want. You don't need, yeah. Oh, yeah, the different ones, yeah. And my failure, yeah. No, we didn't have a tornado. They had a gas explosion in, I think it was Bury. They had to knock 3 houses down. Well, hello, host. Hello to you. Do you knit, crochet, sew? If so, this is what the channel's all about, Modge, or MOJ. It's a crafting channel, yeah. That's what it's all about. Oh gosh, the bus stop, you mean, yeah. If you didn't watch the video, you're from the USA. Yeah, but if you knit or you crochet or you craft, because that's what we're talking about, yeah. If you want to talk about other things, you're in the wrong channel. Yeah, I had a bus stop outside of my bedroom window. So that was great, yeah. You're a Filipino host. Doing what? Hosting what? Movie theatre? Oh, the movie theatre. Hey, Chris. Oh, the movie. Oh, my God, yeah. They wouldn't allow it now. It was a wooden hut perched on the top of somebody's roof like that. It was perched. Oh. And the whatever they call projectionists, that's the word, used to sit outside on the steps, smoking their cigarettes and with the door wide open. So, and the music and the whatever used to be belting out. How that person underneath in the house underneath put up with it, I don't know. They could never have gone in their bedrooms for the noise. It was bad enough when I was on the opposite side, yeah. Yeah. I still can't fathom out what MOJ does yet. He said he's a Filipino horse, whatever that is. We get so many trolls on here, Modge, that Magadan Hapon. What's that? Magadan Hopon. Hopon. I have no idea. Somehow this conversation is getting slightly out of hand. If you're in the Philippines, go and find Rose Sadi Aki. She crochets and does everything. And she's in the Philippines, yeah. She has channels. She's doing some women's thing this weekend where they're all putting their things on display. She's been crocheting lanterns and things to put on display. Oh, it's good afternoon in Philippines. Right. Oh, you're in the USA, but you are a Filipino. Right, okay. My friend is a Filipino and she's in the Philippines. She is in, let me see, Manila. Torredo, Manila. That's where she lives. I'm eating the crisps, chips if you're in America. Go and check out Rose because she could do with promotion for the USA. So help a Filipino out. Why do you keep calling me host? My name's Jan. You had a Marks and Spencer's. Hand cooked. Lightly sea salted. Yeah. Yeah, host makes me sound a bit weird, doesn't it? Hello, host. Hostess with the mostess. Huh? Well, you need to follow Chris's link and go and see Rose. Help a fellow Filipino out to get more noticed, yeah? She does lives as well. I don't know when because she's away this weekend. But she's very hardworking and she does loads and loads of crochet and she deserves to have more followers and more people watching her. Because she does some beautiful things. She doesn't work off patterns mostly. She just does them out of her head. How the girl does it, I don't know. But she does. She's just done trousers and a top all in granny squares for a friend of hers, yeah. Thumbs up. Thumbs up and subscribe and press the notification bell as everybody else keeps saying in their videos and I forget. I can't garden and I kill everything off. I've been meaning to water my houseplants all week and I haven't done it yet. They'll be dying. Need to do something with them. I haven't got a little watering can. I have to go and follow them about and try and find where somebody's hidden the jug. I'm going to buy one of those baby watering cans next time I'm shopping. You know, them little ones. I don't even know where my list is, Mimi. I think my list's empty actually at the moment. It's got nothing on it. Oh, I can't pick it up. Yeah, it's got all things written on it. Yeah, I've done everything that's on my list. Done everything. I need to start on the other side. I need to start a new list. Yes, indeed. We've got a fella Filipino here that lives in the US called MOJ USA. Say hello to him. I've just been telling him he needs to watch you. I've just about killed my mum's money plant. It was massive when my mum had it. Absolutely huge. And I kind of killed it, I think. Yeah, he's a Filipino, but he lives in the USA now, Rose, yeah. Oh, excuse me. My mum had hers on the windowsill, but we don't get an awful lot of sun over here. Well, the third day of your bazaar. How are you doing today, Rose? How are you doing with your bazaar? I was just telling everybody you've been crocheting lanterns. Did they put lights inside of them, Rose? And they hung them up at the show, at the bazaar? Oh, I can't believe I'm getting warm now. It must be them painkillers I took. I'm taking my gloves off. Dun, dun, da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. How many lanterns did you make altogether between you all? I bet it looked pretty. They crocheted lanterns out of all bright colours, and they were putting lights inside them, you know, for this bazaar they did. $60. What are you going to do with them when you're finished? Do you take them home again? Oh, yeah, I want to see some video pictures or something with them all lit up. If there were 60 of them, they're going to look pretty, aren't they? When I lived in Manchester, I used to go to a nightclub in Salford, and we decorated all these, you know, street things. We did all sorts of stuff. Hi, Dotty Dolly. Sorry I haven't answered your comments. I've not been feeling myself this week. Oh, for goodness sake, what was all that about? Just notification for 3 YouTubes. What I could do with the jackpot tonight, lottery. Woohoo! I only ever win a lucky dip or a fiver, something like that, £5. Yeah, Dolly's written me loads of comments on my YouTube and I haven't got around to answering them. I do try to answer them, but this week it's just got away from me. I'll have to spend a day doing them all. You do indeed, Donna, you do indeed. She writes me a comment like that. I read them. You don't always get a long answer, but I read them. I read all my comments. Oh, Sheila, she won. I don't know how much at bingo last week, didn't she? I've never been a bingo person. Never really got into that. It's just never been my thing. She went run on the. Oh God, she's lucky, that woman. I need to touch her shoulder. I rub up against her for luck. When my son was born, people gave me money for premium bonds for him. Well, for to away on the bank, I bought premium bonds, and he won. First time he won. So I put all that money back in the premium bond. My mum had bought me some and my brother some and everything like that. Since then, no dicky bird. We've not won anything. I've never had any big wins on the lottery. Most I've ever won, I think, was £40 once. But the premium bonds are still there. But they say that they're going to tell you if you win. They'll notify you. So I never bother to go and have a look because you're supposed to notify you when you win. They've got my email address. They've got my address. I changed my address on all of the premium bonds when I moved here. So I know they've got my address. Well, sadly, I am not lucky and I have not won. My son only does the Europe one, is it on a Friday? He only does that one. I just do the normal one. As I say, I keep winning lots of lucky dips. I win all sorts. So my numbers kind of all around lucky. I get 2 numbers and win a lucky dip. I got 3 numbers the other week and won a tenner, I think it was, or a fiver. I think it was a fiver. I must win the 3 numbers when everybody else does. So I get £5 instead of 10. My luck, if ever I won the million, about 1 million people would want to share with me. It all depends if you win it on your own, doesn't it? I'm not greedy. I wouldn't mind winning 1 million. I don't want to win 48 million. Just 1 million would be nice. Just see me over. Tide me over. I mean, at one time, if you were a millionaire, my goodness, you were in the money, weren't you? But now, being a millionaire doesn't really mean much, does it? A lot of people have got houses that are not that grand that are worth 1 million. It was kind of like, if you were a millionaire, my, you were so, so rich. But now you have to be more than a millionaire to be rich nowadays. I think our MOJ's disappeared. He doesn't want to talk to Rose, obviously. Having another sweetie, another chocky. No, my son won. As I say, my son won. He would be about 6 months old. But I put it back. So, but we've never won any since. I thought, oh my goodness, he's a lucky child. He's won the first time we put. It was the first draw. His numbers went in. I thought, he's lucky. He's a lucky child. I'm going to put this winnings back in, the premium bonds. I think he won about 100 or something. So I put them back. But since then, nothing. My aunt and uncle were always winning, but they had big blocks. I've only got, £2 or £3 here, £2 or £3 there. They had big blocks of numbers, Jane, you worse than me. You had to resubscribe to Rose. Oh, yeah. She's a lovely little soul. She doesn't get that many people watching her. And it's a shame because she's such a good crocheter. It's like somebody who said to me, I dreamed you were an overnight internet sensation, Jan. And I went, oh, did you? Can you dream it again? An overnight sensation I've been on. Nathan looked it up for me. Oh, was it you, Chris? It was the 9th of October, 2011. My first YouTube video. I get deleted without me doing it. And I don't know why, unless it's because I haven't watched maybe them for a little while that YouTube decides I don't need to watch them anymore. And and you suddenly think, I haven't seen so-and-so for ages. And then I find the channel and I find I'm not subscribed to them anymore. And I'm like, huh? Yeah, Chris, put the link again for Rose. Yeah, she's a lovely. Well, I always think she looks like a little girl. She's not really. She's getting older. Yeah, you suddenly think, why have I not seen so-and-so for a long time? Yeah. White chocolate. I don't like a lot of white chocolate, but I like one now and again. I quite like the white chocolate magnums, the ice cream. I was watching, the people walking about on the streets in Milan, because I like to people watch. And there was a lady there with a granny square coat on. I thought, crochet! The only one I have. I watched about 12 videos. It's the only bit of crochet I've seen. We don't have Girl Scout cookies in the UK. Right, and don't forget to try and get a picture, Rose, about those lanterns lit up. Because we want to see them, don't we, folks? Oh, for goodness sake, phone, stop it. Who is it now? Oh, it's Lizzie. She sent me a reel. I'll have to look at it later, Lizzie, if you're listening. Bye-bye, Rose. Enjoy. The thing is, over here, we've got all these trading standards and things like that. You're not allowed to make things in your own kitchen and sell them. Oh, thank you, Craft Lit. So I don't like people watching here because they're all depressing, But people watching in Milan and Paris. Whoa, whoa, they're so fashionable, people walking past. And I'm like, oh, wow, you know. In Milan, especially, they're wearing fashions you never even seen. Never seen the like of them in the UK. They've got this massive, massive, big wall of water in Milan. It's from Apple. An Apple store is like underneath it. And it's just like a great big cascade of water coming down. And it's on nearly every one of the videos. I'm fascinated watching it, yeah. And then there's a great big area where there's fountains in it, you know. I thought if that was Britain, they'd all have their feet in it, you know what I mean? But they must be very refined. And I tell you what I noticed, all these bikes in the street and that, they're not chained up. And they're not like communal bikes, they're people's bikes because they've got baskets on them and leather, like saddlebag things on, and none of them are chained up. They must be a lot more honest in Milan. That's all I can say. If you left your bike out here for 2 seconds, it'd be gone, you know. If you've chained it to a lamppost, the lamppost would be gone with it, you know. But I looked at them, I thought, I'm looking and I thought, there's no chains and locks on any of them. They're just all parked in the street, you know. They're probably all too rich to be bothering pilfering a push bike, aren't they? And they all have little dogs sitting in the front basket, little dogs, and they sit there, these dogs, and they don't move, they don't jump out, you know. There they all are. Getting hot now. Oh, I'm definitely sickening for something. 1 minute I'm shivering and cold, and the next minute I'm roasting. We don't have a fan in here either. Oh, yeah, they were all on their phone, but what gets me when I was watching these videos is they hold the phone like that. They don't hold it like that, which I would have to do to listen to people. They hold it like that. So whether they put them on speaker or something when they're walking down the street, I don't know. Why would you hold your phone like that? I wouldn't be able to hear it. I don't know about anybody else. I have to have it all glued to ear hole, you know. Because I don't put it on speaker, yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you what I noticed in Milan. I know they all have handbags that fold over and fasten. And they all have them open. And they're walking along, they're holding it on one handle, and the second handle is flapping, and the bag's open. And I'm like, are you asking for trouble? Your purse won't be gone in a minute. Mind you, I don't think they carry purses because some of their handbags are about the size of that, you know. Tiniest handbags in the world and probably the most expensive as well. They have shoes, you know, in the sale, and sometimes he pans onto shop windows, and it's half price sale, and it's like 190 euros, you know, for a pair of shoes. I'm like, oh really? Oh really? Yeah, really, I'll have 2 pair. That'll clean me out of my pension. Or they have the, you know, crossbody bags, but the bag itself is round their back, you know, where anybody walking behind them could open it up, yeah. And I'm like, it must be very honest in Milan. That's all I can say. I don't carry much now in my purse. I mean, at one time it would be lipstick, makeup, comb. Now, once I'm out, I don't care, you know. I go out, or however I go out is how I stay, you know what I mean? I think it was more when I was working. I used to have a handbag the size of a suitcase because you'd have your phone in it, your makeup in it, you know, wet wipes, God knows what else in it. Hi, Denise. Yeah, I would have everything but the kitchen sink. You know, always a pack of tissues and stuff like that. Everything. But now I just have my phone and my purse, really. and a packet of tissues. That's about all I have in my handbag now. Oh, and the key. In case they've gone out, I always have my key. But that's about it. That's about all I carry in my handbag now. The pandemic changed. I think it changed everybody, didn't it? The pandemic. We kind of stopped going out, stopped doing things, didn't we? And I don't think a lot of us have got back to it yet. I haven't, anyway. So many places closed down, didn't they? So you can't go back to it even if you wanted to. You know, people's lifestyles changed completely. We all got used to stopping in. We all got used to having a drink at home rather than going to the pub, you know. It did change a lot. People got used to takeaways instead of going to the restaurants and the cafes. It did alter, you know. I mean, lots of people lost their livelihoods. People who were in the, you know, that kind of hospitality industry. I nearly said hospitality, whatever. Hospitality, that's what I mean. I say MOJ disappeared when Rose came on. Two fellow Filipinos don't want to be in the same room, obviously. Oh dear. He obviously didn't want to promote her. Here we go again. Hello, Rosie. Hello, sunshine. It's Rosie this time. Yeah, it's no wonder we have bad backs, us ladies, with what we carry in our handbags. Yeah, I think we carry bowling balls. That's what somebody said to me once. A waiter tripped over my handbag and he said, "What have you got in there, love? A bowling ball?" She's gone out again. Let's go and shut the door again. Oh dear. Up, down in my lady's chamber. What, darling? Oh, you're back. I thought you'd gone out. I thought you'd gone. I thought you'd gone, sweet pea. What are you doing? Here's Trixie now. Here we are. We've got two of you. Two of you now. We've got Trixie Bell as well. What do we want you for, Trixie? What do we want two of you? Oh, you're banging your head, darling. Careful. Rosie's settled on the sofa now. Trixie's trying to find anything under my chair. Oh, yeah, they open the door and just walk in. They don't shut it again, though. What are you doing, Rosie? Oh, they've gone again. The door's on a ball catch. I need to do something with this. It's too frilly around the bottom and it's not quite big enough on the old boobies. When it's been washed, it'll be all right. Have I got a radar key? No. What's a radar key? No, I've just got a door key. That's all I've got. No, I don't have any chips. No chips in my bag, nothing. Don't carry food around. I've just eaten more now than I've eaten for the last 2 or 3 days. I've just not been in the mood to eat at all. Oh, what are them? What are public toilets, darling? There's not that many of them around. I can't think where we have. Oh, we have some public toilets up by the Marine Hall, but you have to pay to go in them. But luckily, the 2 cafes that we visit have both got toilets, so we can go in them for free. And when I go to a knit club, there's toilets there. There's toilets in the library. They're free. I don't think I've ever been in any public toilets since I've moved here. I don't even know where they are, apart from at the Marine Hall. I don't do shopping. Oh, they're back again. Trixie, are you always the wrong side of a door? What is wrong with her today? I've never known her come in as much. Rosie, yes. Trixie, no. Oh, she's laid in front of the fire now. She doesn't normally come backwards and forwards, Trixie. Normally, it's Rosie. I'm so lucky, aren't I? When you're a grandma of two. Well, they're the only grandkids I've got, let's face it. Feline. No, not feline. Canine, that's the word, yeah. Can't resist them. Cadbury's creamy. They're getting smaller. They're getting smaller and smaller. And more expensive. And I don't like to look how many calories. Oh, Buster was like that. If ever I was off colour, Buster was like super glued to my side. That boy, did that boy know if I wasn't well. And he used to look at me as if, say, can I do anything to help you? Yeah. You tried to find who? Rose? If you scroll back, Chris has put the link twice. Ooh, it's all gooey. It's all sticky. Oh, I can't put them in the fridge. They wouldn't be there. People who don't eat chocolate eat mine if I put it in the fridge. So I can't put it in the fridge, so they're soggy. Look, it's been leaking. Blech. When I lived on my own, I always had chocolate in the fridge. Whether I wanted it or I didn't, it was always in the fridge. First thing my son used to do was walk to the fridge and get 2 bars out, one for him and one for his missus. You know, that don't eat chocolate. I very rarely go anywhere, Munchkin, so I've never even asked for a key. I suppose I could get one, but I've just never bothered. It's like a bus pass. I've never even bothered asking for a bus pass because I never go on the bus. I don't eat chocolate much anymore now, but I do on a Saturday. And I have a cake on a Wednesday. At my knit club, one of the ladies always brings them little tiny cakes. So I always have a cake on a Wednesday and I have my chocolate on a Saturday, sorry. But I try not to eat anything like that during the week. It's my Saturday treat. No, they say toilets here. I always think when people used to say restrooms, I always used to think of a room full of sofas and armchairs where you just went in to have a little sit down. Same with the ladies' rooms, like ladies' waiting rooms at the station, train station. They don't have toilets. They're just ladies' waiting rooms where you go to get away from the men. Yeah, if you said, "Where's the restroom here?" we'd look at you a bit funny. Yeah, that's the only time restrooms on train stations, they're not toilets, they're just rooms with like all the way around. There was like a banquette thing where you, yeah, we call it the loo. Can I use your loo? Yeah. Are you founder of you now, Jane? Well, Trixie's flaked out in front of the fire. Oh, bye, Nick Craft. Oh, Nick Craft Saw, I want to call you Craft Nick Saw. Bye bye. Yeah, I would say, is your bathroom upstairs or something like that? Hoping that it's not, because I have to climb the stairs then. Bye, Craft Nick Saw. Hopefully, we'll see you next week. I can only seem to subscribe to people through my computer. Can't do much on my phone. Can't leave a comment. And I can't give them a thumbs up. If I watch Sheila, I've got to go back onto my computer and remember to thumbs up. I'm all sticky now. Ick. That reminds me when I was a kid. What was it? Ickalockle. Chocolate bottle. Ickalockle out. It's one of them games used to play. I don't know, skipping or whether it was 2 balls or something. And there was one sailing on the water like a cup and saucer. OUT spells out. I think all the kids today have lost all them, haven't they? They don't do them little rhymes anymore. If you look them up on Google and that, you can find them. But a lot of them have been lost forever. If you asked a little kiddie to recite them, they wouldn't know what you were talking about, would they? It's the same with nursery rhymes. I mean, all this PC business. You can't say things anymore. You've got to say "bar bar green sheep," don't you now? Have you ever seen a green sheep? You know, and you can't say "Humpty Dumpty had a great fall" because, you know, you might upset the kiddies saying they had a great fall. Yeah. God, some of the things they used to tell us when we were kids, it's a wonder we slept at night. You know, rockabye baby on the treetop. When the bough breaks, the cradle. No, when the bough bends, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. Down will come baby cradling on. It's a little put the wind up any kid, that, isn't it? Going to sleep. Oh, I'm in my cradle, I might fall. Yeah, you can't say these things anymore. They're changing all. But it's like Enid Blyton books and things like that. They're changing all the names. You're on the bungalow eating chocolate biscuits, yeah. 1, 2, 3, a Larry. I saw my sister Sarah, cousin Sarah, sitting on the bumble Larry eating chocolate biscuits. That's what we used to say. It's like very much the similar thing. Yeah, they weren't allowed on Enid Brighton wasn't allowed to say big ears, was he? A noddy, because big ear was t- taking the Mickey out of anybody who had big ears, and I'm like, you know, what I mean, like we grew up with like Roadrunner and things like that. We never ran into brick walls and things like that, and we never. Tom and Jerry, we never hit a real cat or a real mouse with a mallet, did we? We knew that it was a cartoon. You know, it didn't encourage us to run around chasing the cat with a hammer, did it? You know, it's just stupid. Yeah, no, you can't. You can't say things like that. You've got to call them Native Americans, haven't you? You can't call them that. And you definitely don't say the word red. Oh, oh, oh. It's a wonder they haven't banned all the films, you know, with John Wayne in, isn't it? You know, the cowboy films, yeah. It's a wonder they haven't banned them all as being portraying the indigenous people in a wrong light. They're films. They're not meant to be real, are they? No, there's a lot of things you're not allowed to say anymore. But they're changing films and, you know, some of the films, Disney have changed a load of their films, haven't they? Now people are not watching them anymore. Mm. You're supposed to say unalive now, aren't you? You're not supposed to say died. You know. Hmm. Oh dear, I've just squashed a fly. It's unalive now. No, we used to do that. You never associated going bang bang to anybody with a real gun, did you? Even when you had a cap gun and you used to run round, you know, chasing each other around saying bang, 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 you're dead now, bang, bang, bang. You knew it wasn't real. You weren't that dim, you know. Kids would go, ah, fall on the floor. Then 2 minutes later, they'd be up and running around again. You knew it wasn't right. You knew it wasn't real. Conscious uncoupling. Sounds like a train, doesn't it? You know, when they unlink the carriages, they uncouple the carriages, don't they? That's what it sounds like to me. Trains, you know, when they take a few carriages off, don't they? I mean, at one time, well, the old steam trains, they used to have all these carriages. And if you were going to such and such a place, you went in the back carriages because they got unlinked at that place and left there. They didn't carry on going with the rest of the train. I suppose it was to save fuel, wasn't it? Because, I mean, the train is being shoveled all this coal on it, and they're not dragging all these carriages along behind that are empty. So they used to leave those carriages at wherever, you know, and they got left. And then the next train station that you went to, the next main one, would leave a few more. Whereas if you were going the whole of the journey, you were in the front carriages, weren't you? If you were going, say, from London to Scotland, you'd be in the front carriages because that was going all the way. If you were getting off at Manchester, you might be in the middle. If you were getting off at Crewe, you might be in the end, you know. But now they just trundle along, don't they, with everybody. Pregnant people. I'd like to see a man get pregnant. I know there's a few that are, but they're all transgender, aren't they? And they haven't had the hop. When they say it's a pregnant man, no, it's not a pregnant man. It's a pregnant woman who's not had the whatever. Yeah, we are pregnant. No, we are not pregnant. No. Trixie's in front of the fire.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, yoga first.
Downward dog. Upward stretch.
Come on.
There's nothing for you to eat, so you might as well go. Yeah. Oh, they go silly, don't they, Chris? Honestly, they do. know, just kids just play, don't they? They play bang bang you're dead, don't they? They do. They don't seriously mean it. It doesn't mean to say they're going to go on and do that in real life. You know, we used to do all sorts of stupid things when we was kids, but then, you know, we didn't carry them on into adulthood. Kids today don't seem to know the difference between reality and make-believe. No, because they may have never had a house in the first place. So how can you unhouse somebody who's never had a house in the... No, it's just silly. You just... Oh. Well, they thought it was a real sword. Oh, God, the barmy, aren't they? Kids play with plastic things, don't they? Plastic guns, plastic swords. No, we didn't know it meant all about the, what they call it, the plague, did we? Ring around the rosy, your pocket full of posies. Tissue, we all fall down. Yeah, it was all to do with the plague, wasn't it? Oh, if I had to start calling people they, their, and them, oh, I'd have had to leave long ago. The he's or the she's, they're one or the other, they're nothing different in between. Sorry, but they're not. I used to balk at calling men who wanted to be called by a woman's name when they still looked like a man. I used to stick in my throat calling them madam or miss. I used to just try not to say anything. I used to say, would you mind sitting down so-and-so? Yeah. But then you had to call them by their feminine name and you're thinking, oh my God, you know, at least look like a woman. You know, if they made an effort to look like a woman, when you had to call them a woman and they looked like a man, it just went against the grain with me. Yeah. You know, when you're looking at a 6'2" fella with a beard and he wants to be called Joanne or something, you know, you're like, oh. I used to say, can you sit there? I wouldn't address them by any pronoun whatsoever. I just wouldn't. If I had to start saying they and them, oh, I'd have been out of a job in 5 minutes flat. If they want to parade, well, in Salford, I mean, good God. Salford was definitely not PC. If you went in Salford Job Centre looking the slightest bit different, you would probably not come out alive, if you know what I mean. They were a bit rough and ready down there. They called a spade a shovel, you know what I mean. So if any fella come in wearing a frock, he wouldn't come out alive, you know. Not me, I'm talking about the customers. They didn't go for that sort of thing down there. Men were men and so were the women, you know what I mean? The women had the tattoos and the broken noses, you know. It was that kind of place, yeah. In fact, I think some of the women were worse than the men. Hi, Lizzie. I know you sent me a message, but I've been able to look because I've been on here. I've been watching lovely videos on YouTube about skiathos. Oh, I watched one for about an hour. It went round on every beach and it went round all the island. And I'm like, oh, but I knew I could never go back because the streets are cobbles and they've got like gullies up the middle of them. You know, they're like slants and there's a gully down the centre. And then there's loads and loads of steps everywhere. And the more I looked at this video, the more I loved it, but the more I was thinking, I could never go back. I could never get up the steps. I could never even go down. Oh, we've got a stranger in. Hello, whoever you may be. Are you a crafter? If you knit, sew, or stitch, or whatever, then welcome. If you're not anything, you're on the wrong channel. Yeah. Oh, Schiathos is beautiful. I was just like watching this for about an hour, watching all this video, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness me. I have my memories though when I could walk about a little bit, and I could walk up uneven pavements, and I could do a few steps, but I'd never be able to do it now. I was talking to my friend's son who lived in there for ages, and he's not been back since COVID. And he said, could you not go back taking your little scooter or hire a scooter? I said, no, I couldn't get around, I couldn't go up and down all them steps and everything. It's very pretty, but it's like all built on a hill. You envy my cold, rainy weather? I'll send it to you. Give me your address. I'll put it in an envelope and I'll send it. My 2 cousins, or 3 cousins, live in Australia, and they keep telling me how hot it is. And I'm sitting here watching the rain drivel down the window, freezing to death, thinking, how nice. And they're saying, oh, it's too hot here. We're having to have the air conditioning on. It's so hot. And I'm saying, shut up. You are not my cousins. I've divorced thee. Oh, dear. Why is it? Even Lizzie Greek Stitcher wants to come to England. Why? Why would you want to leave lovely weather and come to rainy, cold, miserable, horrible Britain? I cannot understand. I can't understand why the immigrants want to come. Oh, Chris, you'd be miserable and cold every day over here. Even when the sun shines, it's not hot. You like the countryside and the rain, do you, Lizzie? When it floods, when it rains too hard, and the fields are all underwater, and the rivers have burst their banks, yeah. That's lovely. It's nice, England, if there's a nice summer. There's nothing nicer, there's nothing. I love England when it's sunny. There is nothing better. But here, this little part of my world, it's like the dark ages. The sun hardly ever shines, and it's always cold, and it's always windy. It's like living in Scarborough. Huh. I watch a lady called Alternative Aging, and she lives in Brighton. And she lives up the top of a hill, and she's always saying how windy it is. And I'm like, no, you've got lighter clothes on than I have, so it cannot be that windy. I'm considering buying one of those wet dry suits because I'm so sick of being wet and cold. Even though I've got a scooter with a top on. I don't care how big and stupid I look in a wet dry suit. I'll just have to save up though. They're a bit pricey. To get a decent one, they're about 150 quid, something like that, to get a decent one. Or one of those padded jackets that go down to the ground with a hood. I could wear I could wear this, my cuddly. Look how thick that one is. I've had that on all day. But it's not waterproof. If it got wet, it'd be awful. It'd be soggy. It's really, really heavy as well. But it's a proper one. It's got the proper lining in it, not one of the cheapo ones. This cost me a fortune. I got it half price. It was about 75 quid or something. Look at that furry lining. It's lovely and warm. I'd like it better if it had a zip up the front. I have to pull it over my head, and I feel as though I'm getting stuck in it, Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's murder for arthritis being cold. I'm sure people who live in hot countries don't get arthritis as bad as we get it here. I hurt all up my arms and my legs and everything. Yeah, this cuddly. Yeah, you can buy cheaper ones. You can get them at Primark and places like that, but they're not as warm. This is the proper cuddly, the KUDD. Is it .ly cuddly? It should have been £100 and odd, but I got it at half price. I think it was £70 something. But I bought it from the Cuddly website itself. If you get things through Amazon, you get the cheapo versions that are wafer thin, that are not warm. I thought if I want one, you know what I mean? So I splurged. That's why I want to get a proper wet dry coat or a proper full length coat. But I'd like to go somewhere where I could see them first, you know, feel how thick they are. Because you buy them online, they could be like tissue paper when they arrive, couldn't they, you know? I want to know how padded they are, yeah. Hi, Yolanda. So I need to try and find somewhere where they sell them before the winter finishes altogether. They might sell them at the sports place on Affinity, Fleetwood Affinity, but it's getting there. If it's raining, I don't fancy the journey in my scooter to get there, you know. I suppose I could ask my son if he'd take me, but I don't even know if they have them. There's like a skiing type place there, and there's also, you know, one of those sports places, but I think they just do trainers and things like that. Oh, Chris, I'd rather cool down any day. I never get that warm. Never get that warm. Yeah, I'd love I don't care how stupid I look in a super dry coat. I mean, they're made to fit somebody who's about £100 life, my £600 life, aren't they? They're made to fit one of them. But they kept you dry. I mean, lots of mums buy them when they have to go and stand on the touchline watching the kids play football, you know, and it's raining and stuff like that. I mean, this cuddle is lovely and warm, but to wear it and it would rain it would just get soggy. Absolutely sodden. No, I would love a chance to be too warm. Yeah. Yeah, I need something that plugs in. But then they cool down, you see, so you can't plug them in again when you get where you're going, can you? It's the same with them gloves, you know, that you plug in, and I'd forget to switch them on before I went out, me. You know, the ones that you warm up. But then when you get where you're going, they'd have cooled down, so on the way back, your hands would still be cold, wouldn't they? Because you can't find the USB port to plug them in while you're out, can you? This scooter's got a USB port. Yeah. You know, see the headache in the shower. Knitting club. I went to 2. No, I went to 3 this week. I did well, didn't I? Yeah, they were all fine. All fine, yeah. There wasn't many at the afternoon one on Wednesday. I think there was only about 5 or 6 of us. Yeah, and it was the same on Wednesday evening, really. I think there was only 6 of us there, was there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there were only 5 of us. Everybody was busy or gone away or doing things, yeah. Yeah. I enjoy going. It's not so much for the knitting or the crocheting, it's just to get out of the house, isn't it? And have a different bit of conversation, you know, somebody to talk to. Where do I go? Monday I go to the library at Fleetwood. There's usually about, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There was 9 of us there on Monday. Wednesday afternoon I go to Cleveland's Methodist Church. As I said, there was only about 6 of us there. And then in the evening I go to Larcon Community Centre on a Wednesday evening. Thursdays I don't go to Knit Club, I go to the cafe. And there's usually only 2 or 3 of us at the cafe. So that's my social life in a nutshell. Tuesdays I stay home with the dogs because my son usually works and my daughter-in-law goes to see her grandchildren. So Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays I normally stay home. unless it's gorgeous, gorgeous weather. And then I go and do a bit of shopping. I always go to Cleveland's though, I never go to Fleetwood. But that's about it, really. Still looking for a nice charity shop. I need a boyfriend with a car. I don't want him for anything else, just a car. I don't have any Zooms. I used to Zoom with Denise and a few of the others, but then she got into Zooming with, those like Stephen West knitting shawl groups and sock knitting groups, and I felt a bit like a fish out of water with me crochet. Because they're very nice ladies, don't get me wrong, but I just felt as though a bit out of it. Because I didn't knit shawls and I didn't knit socks, and they all knew each other, and some of them were all over the place in Australia and America and that. So I just left that group. We used to have a lovely group where we used to join in. There used to be about 6 of us in the UK, but they just all drifted one by one. Nobody left. And I can't do a Zoom call here because I know that too many people would want to join in. And it gets silly when you get more than about 6 people. It just gets stupid. When you have a Zoom call, there's about 30 people in, like, there's 36 people in here now. I couldn't have a Zoom call with 36 people. Cleveland's and Fleetwood are next to each other, but I'm nearer to Cleveland's than I am to Fleetwood. I'm on the border, really. So when everybody says, where are you from, I feel like saying Cleveland. Yeah, they just drifted off one by one. Everybody had different things to do. I mean, Denise still Zooms, but she Zooms with her mates now. And I can't remember who the other. Sonia does her own thing. Who else used to be in it? Kelly, of course, now works, so she wasn't there. Who else used to be on it? I can't remember. There was about 6 of us used to do it. But they all disappeared, one by one. Yeah, I don't mind doing Zoom calls if there's about 6 people, but who do you choose without upsetting other people? You, and you, I'll do a Zoom with you, but the rest of you, no, I don't want you. It's not, you can't do it, can you? No, Zooming's quite fun because, like for me, for example, I used to be able to do my knitting or do my crocheting because you're not the only one who's talking, yeah? Like here, it's me, isn't it, and everybody writing, but nobody's talking. So I can't have a break, you know what I mean? Whereas when you're on a Zoom call, somebody can wander off, go and put the kettle on, make a brew and stuff like that. You just say, right, I'll be back in a minute. Put yourself on hold or whatever, and off you go, and then you come back again. So that's the beauty of Zoom is, right, there's 5 other people, 6 other people in the room that can take over, It's kind of not a one-man band thing, It's, you take your turns. This is why you can't have a Zoom call with 36 people in the room, because they'd be talking each other down, and then people will be joining, like that we don't know, for example. People could be joining and, you could get trolls in, you could get all sorts of, stupidity. Yeah. So that's why I've never done a Zoom. I've never actually done one on my own. I've only ever joined other people's. But I don't know whether anybody else who does videos has done Zoom calls. I think Rosie's done Zoom calls, but only with her friends in the Philippines. Again, I think she's only got maybe 5 or 6 people going her Zooms. Yeah, I just would be so afraid of upsetting too many people by saying, yes, I did have a Zoom, but I didn't invite you, And also, kind of being in the UK, I would be probably wanting to Zoom at the wrong time for people. I'd want to Zoom during the day when people in the US would be in bed, So I could really only Zoom with people who were in the UK. On my sort of time scale, really. Yeah. This is why I don't go in many lives in the USA, because they hold them at times when I'm not around. I'm usually in bed when most of them do a Zoom, normally in bed. Plus the fact I have been in one or two, and because I don't go in often, they're very sort of cliquey. They all know each other, and I don't know them. So, I sit there on the live and not really say much. I go on Crochet Rocks live sometimes. If I never get notifications. I just don't get notifications when people are doing lives. I don't know why I don't, but I don't. I see them when they're over. And I hate watching videos once they're over. Once the live's finished, to me, I don't want to watch it. I only like to watch it when it actually is live, yeah. Lizzie, I don't presume you mean donut. Lizzie's obviously had predictive text, so it came out as donut. I think she was trying to say something else. Yeah, very funny, Lizzie. Yeah, very funny. Yeah, we can one day when you're not working. Yeah, we have done it before in the past. We had a little chat. It's the trouble when people are in the USA. You never know what the time. I'm bad. I never know what time it is in America. I haven't got a clue. And of course, what part of America is in a different time zone to another part of America, because it's such a big place, you're on different time zones. So you just get used to one time zone, and somebody will say, "Oh, I don't live there. I live further down here, and it's such a time here. It's a different time altogether." Oh, confusing isn't the word. I know if you come from the US, you're used to it. You understand it, but England or the Britain is too small for us to have a different time zone. It's the same down at John O'Groats as it is at Land's End. You know what I mean? It's the same time. We're such a small island that, Ireland, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, we're all the same time, yeah. Your boss and you were 3 hours different. I should imagine that's quite an advantage at times. We're tiny. We would fit in most of the states of America, one of the states of America. Unless it's a very tiny state, we would probably fit inside it, Britain. 3:15 in California. You see, like it's 11:15 here at night. Yeah. But I'm thinking of my bed. Thinking of going to beddy bows. Cue a big yawn. Oh, well, I've done 2 rows of knitting, didn't I? Might as well put it away. Got a nice bag. I can't remember where it came from, whether somebody gave it me or I bought it. I can't remember. 6:16 in Georgia. See, this is what I mean. I can't understand why you have such different times. You must be all used to it. Having to adjust your clock if you go on a train journey. Oh, I've gone into a different time zone here. I need to alter my clock. Those of you with automatic clocks and automatic watches, do they automatically change time zones? Like ours do when we turn the clocks back? When you move on the train, say from one area to another, does your watch adjust itself, or do you have to do it yourself manually? 9:45 on a Sunday morning. East Coast, Central Mountain and Pacific. Oh my goodness me. If I stay awake much longer, it's going to be a miracle, isn't it? Oh, God. I don't think I'll be staying on till midnight, yeah. Oh, your cell phone does, but your car clock doesn't. My old car, well, it was an old car. I used to have to adjust the clock in the car manually. So it used to stay the wrong time until the clock changed again, and then it went for the right time. People would get in the car and say, it's not that time, is it? And I'm going, no, you have to add an hour on or take an hour off, whichever was, yeah. I said, it'll adjust itself. I used to have to take the clock out of the dashboard and twiddle it, to get it right. And I thought, oh, can't be bothered. I think modern ones are all digitalised now, but I haven't had a car for years and years. So I don't know. You was disconnected? I've been disconnected for years, Jane. I couldn't even get on this tonight. It was 3 times before I could get on. I just kept getting that ring, After you've watched that for 10 minutes twice, you're thinking you're getting despair. So I unplugged everything off the wall, unplugged it, restarted it all. And the 3rd time, I got through. Oh. Manny Val was saying that some people's landlines have been disconnected or, their mobile phones. I don't know what happens. It's all this digitalisation, isn't it? We're all at the mercy of the ether, the atmosphere, whatever it is. I'm sure if they wanted to, they could give us a news blackout all over by pulling our phones and whatever. So we can't hear anything or see anything or speak to anybody. I'm sure they could do it if they wanted to. Oh, do you know something? I am really, really tired. I'm not going to be staying on here till midnight tonight. I'm going to be going off very shortly because my eyes, can you see them? I'm struggling to keep them awake like that. They're going. I can feel them just going. So I need to take 2 more painkillers before I get into bed. Yeah, Big Brother. Big Brother's definitely watching us, aren't they, Val? Been watching us for years, haven't they? Whichever Big Brother bit is watching me, they must be very bored because I don't do anything. I don't do anything that they... Yeah, I'm getting very tired, Denise. I think I'm going to be calling it a draw. I'm sure somebody's got a live. There's usually somebody somewhere got a live going. Everybody in America can... I can't remember who normally has a live. Oh, Chris will understand where we've gone. Yeah. Right, Yolanda and everybody, good night. So somebody tell Chris, when he comes back out the shower, that I've had to go to bed. I'm just a bit really droopy. Oh, hi, Gabby. So night to everybody. Please tell Chris where I've gone. And I'll speak to you all very soon. Hopefully I'll make a video one day. Maybe not tomorrow. I'm just not. I just feel as though I'm coming down with something, yeah. Yeah. I think I'm getting a cold or a flu or something or other, yeah. Okay. Good night, everybody, and thanks for keeping me company. Bye for now.